Welcome to another episode. I am finally back from Glacier National Park, adding these rubber bumpers today. I've had this door come open and crunch right here into the side of the Moonlander. So today I got these on Amazon. Give me a second while I get you a part number. For whatever reason, it's red 150023, but you can find them on Amazon. I'm not going to do a link on Amazon. Just I'm not going to get uh, money from Amazon for just promoting one of their items. But so what we're just going to kind of do is just kind of push them right in like that, and then put a bolt on the other side of it, and I'll show you when I get it done. I really have to get the little clicker for the record button, and I will eventually. So the project today, and I do apologize, it's not the red 1500223. It is literally just Red Hound 2-inch rubber bumper for those rubber bumpers right there to keep the door from. I got both of them installed. It's a lot better. I'm not going to worry about the wind taking it anymore. Going to put some solar panels up here, and I will take the camera up there and in just a second, so it'll be a little bit shaky. But I am going to do that right now and show you guys exactly what I'm going to do with these solar panels up on the top. So I got the idea from one of the other YouTubers out there that puts these Unistrut up there, and I've got some caulking and everything like that to make sure that it's going to be waterproof. But one's going to go this way, and then one's going to go that way. I don't have some of the parts and pieces to make it work, but I'll probably have to run into town and get that. See you when it's done. All right, you can't see me, but I'm off camera. Oh, you might be able to see me now, but I figured I'd at least shoot one of these. I put the tripod up there on the top of the pickup. Ah, yes, the old Black & Decker. I had this one for a very, very long time. Always enjoyed it. 1, 2. This looks good. Sikaflex. Sikaflex was the thing I was trying to remember the name of. I got Sikaflex. Schnitzel. The maker of the Radica Moonlander, Luke, said the diamond plate on top was pretty darn sturdy. That is thick diamond plate. Or I just have a crappy drill. One of the two. Probably the later. might in fact be too long. Ah, I thought I had the shorter ones. Shorter ones. And that's it. I'm gonna probably put. That's pretty on there. I might only need two, so that's probably what I'm going with. Is two. All right, time to get the camera. Bye, guys. All right, continuation on some of the things that I actually want to do in here. Basius off of Amazon, magnetic stepless dimming. All of the buttons are touch sensitive, so it was kind of cool. I'm actually going to mount it up in there after I get the cedar up. A pump, probably on that side, it will be just a piece of maybe even walnut or something like that. And it's going to have a kitchen sink with a hole drilled out, like some of the other people do online, a kitchen bowl or something like that, and the hose vented probably right out, ran out that hole right there, so it can go out the bottom of the truck. I have kind of decided I'm not going to go with the $1,000 Dickinson propane stove. It's been getting pretty cold here in Montana. A couple nights ago, I actually slept in here for a little while. And I had this going at about 35, 36 degrees out. And it was already cold in here. And I turned this on for about 5, 7 minutes. And in here, it was already warm enough to go to sleep. So I thought, this is only about 9,000 BTU, I believe it is. And the Dickinson is like 12,000 or something like that. Like, maybe that's a little bit too much. And I don't even have all of the insulation up. And it was warm in here for about the next hour, hour and a half, warm enough to sleep. I have a 20-degree sleeping bag, so it wasn't anything big, but it was definitely enough. So $100 versus $1,000 for the Dickinson. I'm like, I'll just make this look pretty. And I will forego the $1,000 Dickinson. I've got a couple insulation pieces to still put up. The R5, the Foamular XPS insulation. I've got that piece, and then around the window in the front. I can definitely go in there with the camera, and it will be shaky. I still haven't bought that the deal to make it steady. And then I've got the solar up, so it's running 13.8 in a little bit of sunlight. It's got a little bit of shade as well. 22.8 volts. Battery is already charged, so it's not running any amps. And yeah, and it's running a 13.8 battery right now, so it's pretty interesting to actually have that up and running. Other than that, guys, I will take you guys in there in just a second and kind of show you what I've gotten done so far. Oh, and then this is for rotating the bed up, and then it's just going to be a catch system. So I'm going to mount that on one of those aluminum support brackets, and then the other little plate on the bottom of the bed and the bed structure, and it's just going to keep and capture the bed. So yeah, that's all of the things that I want to do in the foreseeable future. And I will take you guys in there in just a second. All right, so I've got a lot of little parts and pieces pretty much in there. Yeah, it's starting to come together pretty darn nicely. Oh, I did forget this. It was hidden behind XPS foam. I'm going to put TV mount in there, and I'm really trying to stop saying so you'll hear me like stop just to think. All right, guys. Well, this is me signing off until some of this, at the very least, the cedar on the ceiling gets done. So thanks, bye. And this is how the project is going so far. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to insulate this. I'm going to try to figure out what I'm going to do with that. But all the seams are getting taped with Flex Fix. I think it is a HVAC tape. Be careful if you are going to do something like this yourself. Radica put an adhesive on here, so I actually did manage to crack this ring right there. So I wasn't paying attention, and I just thought it was on there really good after I had taken the screws out of there. That was on me. Just trying. Oh, there I go again, saying trying to put the flex tape up on all of the seams so moisture doesn't get by the cedar and cause mold and mildew on the back side of the insulation. I know it won't hurt the cedar at all, but it will cause mold and mildew if it can get by that. As you can see, almost all of the seams are taped. Trying to race here in Montana against snow. So right now, I apologize for not showing a little bit more than this. However, I am trying to get ahead of all of the snow that's coming. I'll see you guys hopefully for another quick bit as soon as I get a couple pieces of the cedar up. Well, you may be able to tell that I've done some work on this today. We're about ready to get about 2 inches of snow tomorrow. Safety glasses. Safety first, you ladies and gentlemen, kids, and, well, I'm a kid, so I guess there is that. Using I guess I'm using a 7/64. I'm pre-drilling for a number 4 screw, I believe it is. I apologize, number 6 by 3/4. A number 6 screw by 3/4 inch long. Pre-drilling that, and then I am following up with a 9/64 so that the screw doesn't pull through the cedar. Well, it can pull through the cedar, so it actually isn't creating any tension, and it's creating a little bit of wiggle room for natural expansion of the wood. Every single one of these holes has that. I'm tightening it up, and then I'm backing it off about half turn. So they all have some wiggle room. I'm going to just show you how I do this one panel, and then I'm going to have to finish it up because I don't want to be out here in 28-degree weather tomorrow. It's like 60 degrees right now, but it won't be. It won't be tomorrow. So welcome back to the dirty beards and metal shavings. By the way, I have metal shavings. There you go. There you go. There you go. And then, well, it's metal shavings. It is a metal shaving. It is a metal turnout on a drill. So, when I originally thought about, what was the projects that I mainly did, it's wood shavings, dirty beards. I, at that particular time, had a beard. And, yeah, just one of those things where I enjoy these type of projects. just got a notification, so I'm gonna see if I just screwed up something and need to do this video over again. And it still seems to be recording, so I don't know what the notification is. I really need to learn how to turn off notifications while I'm doing YouTube. Then I think that my recording is going to stop, and since I haven't recorded all of the rest of these, I felt really bad. All right, guys, before you give me poop, Bauer, you know what? I'll take the crap about the tool, but that is a darn good tool for $29.99. I got it for the jigsaw that's behind you. That was $69.99. And then I got a 18 gauge brad nailer. And at Harbor Freight, they had a special that if you bought one tool, you got another tool for free. So I wanted the brad nailer. Friend had a brad nailer up in Seattle. I'm like, you know what? I really want a brad nailer. So I got the brad nailer, and then I saw that deal, and it said, buy one tool, get the other one for free. I didn't want two brad nailers. So I you know what? A jigsaw. So I bought the big jigsaw. And you know what? A darn jigsaw and the brad nailer are some of the nicest for what they cost tools that I have bought in a long, long time. So I'm countersinking them. All right. And this bed platform, Luke, congratulations. I literally had this bed platform over there, and I was able to, do exactly this and get on my back and try to figure out where I'm gonna metal shavings. Metal shavings. That was definitely not a scream. No, not at all. Considering it was warm and it hurt and it was sharp, definitely not a scream. Got the insulation project completely done, and you know what? I might stay in here for at least a couple hours tonight, or one of these nights where it's really cold, and take you guys with me and put on the heater and show you how fast it actually gets warm in here and how long it stays. All right, there's my screwdriver. Should that be? All right. Tight, half turn. Tight, half turn. All right, guys. That is literally how I'm doing it. And it is turning out really well. Let me get the phone off the tripod. It has turned out exceptionally well. I enjoy how it turned out so darn much. I'll show you guys as I uh, put white um, baseboard material. I'll get a picture of it here for you. I apologize. They call it Polywall, but I do believe that they, use it for baseboards, cut a strip of it so kids, have a something to kick on a baseboard of a wall. At least I think that's where contractors can put it. So there we go. That's what I'm going to put on everything else so it's mold and mildew resistant. Well, the eagle-eyed of you, of course I haven't posted anything about this. Got a little heater in here. It's 33 degrees today, 33.2. And I've got a little heater in here finally. And I put all of this insulation up, and I got some beadboard for the sides, and I got that polywall for these portions and this portion. And I started thinking, like, how am I going to get it up? And use that brad nailer, that 18 gauge brad nailer. I'm like, well, crap, I can't. So I had to rip 2x4 down on the old table saw, and I had to plunge cut. Well, that so it would sit flush in there, and I just didn't think about it. I was going too fast when I was doing all of this. Well, that's nice. Oh my gosh. I assure you, the other ones went in there better than that. Oh, I can finally feel my fingers in here. I swear it's getting warmer in here. So now, when I put I'll cut out the insulation, of course. But when I put the insulation in there, and I put the beadboard over it, at least I will be able to. All right. Here, and there, and there. All the way to the bottom. All the way to the bottom. All right. Well, that's how I'm going to do that. Bye, guys. All right. I've been thinking about this a long time, and let me see if I can just do this gracefully. Nope, that's not gracefully. All right, we're just going to pick up the whole tripod. All right. So, I have been thinking about what I wanted to do for this particular video and section of video, and I've decided to, well, perhaps Blue Ribbon, cheers. Anything but Budweiser. All right. And what I have been concluding is that I will make another episode with the final product. So as you can see, I've got the cedar on the top. I've been running some beadboard in here. I've been using some Polywall. See how I am with once I get all of my words correctly. I've got to get those words correct. I'm using the Polywall as a final insulation barrier. I have hit a couple of these walls with beadboard and stuff like that, and I've gone through it. So I've actually put some flex tape on that, and I've kind of shored up with 1x1 wood, so I can actually put 18 gauge 3/4 inch long brad nails into that top portion there. And I've got some polywall here, I've got some polywall here, I've got some polywall that you can't see on both of those sides. And then some of these polywall sections are just simply there for insulation purposes. It's not going to be much insulation, but it will break some of those barriers that I was talking about in the original one that I wanted to be able to do. Break the barrier, break the thermal barrier, and go to 88 miles an hour and try to go back in time or forward in time. That didn't make any sense. It's okay. I'm tired. All right, so that's how some of this is going to be, and this is going to be my last episode before you guys are going to kind of see it done with the left, your left, my right, your left and my right final beadboard sections in here, this beadboard section in here, and then this beadboard section in here, and that's going to be on the next episode. And I will kind of let you guys know what I'm going to be thinking about doing to this after that. I still want to make a nice ledge right here for that heater that's underneath here. And then I want to try to figure out how to either, I'm thinking about maybe a hanging shelf for the projector, or it'll just be a 2x4 section that you just kind of pop into place. I kind of like that idea a little bit better, and you just kind of lean it in there. And then it'll be built up so that the projector can actually go out this window, and you can watch a movie out the window, or get a couple chairs out the side and just kind of watch it at a campsite or something like that on a bigger screen. You'll also see me start putting up the actual TV. The TV mount is going to go up right after this wall goes up. And then I'm unsure as to whether to use this MDF. I know a couple of these sections are definitely going to get the MDF. Like that right there covers it up really nicely. But then I've been wondering if I should actually, in fact, use some pine. Pine? Yeah, pine. To finish off some of these sections. I'm unsure as of yet what I'm actually going to do, but it would look really nice. So you've got some pine, beadboard, cedar, and I'm really tending towards that to cover up all of the, some of this stuff is not going to be able to get that like that. I do like how that turned out. You can still open up the window and everything like that. And I really like that idea. So, as I said, this is going to be one of the last couple seconds of this particular episode. I'm going to post it in the next day or two. If I can get internet. Oh, there I go, saying again. I got to get out of that. So, little cordless vacuum. I love it. I just can't stand. And when you guys absolutely gave me a little crap, and I know you will, I do have a Milwaukee. I don't have DeWalt or Makita, or I've had Makita, and I didn't like Makita, and I've had DeWalt, and I dropped my DeWalt, and then I couldn't afford doing, the $300 just for the drill. This was $300 for the impact and the fuel cordless hammer drill, which I love. The M18s are beasts, but pretty darn heavy, and that's why I went with the Bauer. Nice, light. I can get up into the crevices and stuff like that and kind of hold it there for a lot longer. I'm rambling, so I'm going to make this the end of this particular episode. And like I said, I'll post this and I will get you guys on the flip side. Ooh, the last thing. Oof. I am going to make, and you're going to have to, this is going to make you guys come back again. I am going to put a little wood storage deal up here, so I'm going to fabricate that up. So I put this additional unistrut up here, so I can actually weld up a wood holder up there, and it'll probably hold 6 or 8 pieces. So, guys, have a good one, and see you on the flip side. We'll just look at this a little bit. I do like how this turned out. I charged up a phone here the other day. Bluetooth. This one has the Bluetooth. Got my little 56.8 degrees, and it did snow, but the snow has already come off. And as you guys probably know, this has that little feature right there where it blocks out all sun, and then you can, of course, put the bug screen down. I love it. Guys, have a good one.